you open the blanket up and they kind of like, oh Lord, it's just like looking down. I don't like heights, so when I look over, my stomach goes, oh man. Even though I'm not going to fall, I just don't like looking down over it. So that's how they feel. So we encourage that when you do first start the massages, you do not just unwrap them, and expose them right off the bat. Now, since your baby's a little bit bigger, he's used to being out now. He's loving it. He wants to be out. Don't even cuddle him in. And even the pediatrician and the National Association of Pediatrics are getting to the place where they don't even want us to, they're teaching us not, especially breastfed babies, do not snuggle. They don't want us to, like we used to wrap them like this. They don't want us to swallow them anymore because they say that has some effect on them. So they're starting to tell us not to do that, to kind of leave the blanket loose, okay? So you'll hear that as you go on down the line, okay? Because that just came in to being here lately with breastfed babies. So, but anyway, just as long as the baby's covered, because you don't want him to get or her to get cold right off the bat. You can start at the feet. You can start the massage anywhere you want except the mouth. Leave the mouth to last, because anytime you stimulate vagus nerve number 10, which is associated with your mouth, that nerve associates with your heart, lungs, and also your gastrointestinal area. So when you start stroking around here, then that's it. I want to eat.
Yeah.
Bring on the mashed potatoes and gravy because I'm ready to eat. And the massage is over with. So if you want this time to be just for you and baby, put music on, just turn off the TV, turn the cell phone off, turn the telephone off, and just put the nice slow music on. And they love for you to talk to them. Tell them stories, tell them about what you're going to do when they turn 16. I don't care what you tell them, but anyway, they love that talking, and it is really good for them as they grow, okay? You talking and interacting with them. I have some parents, sometimes they'll just put the baby over here, and pop the bottle, and no, pick that baby up, and love that baby. Hold him. And they'll be like, oh, that's spoiling it. You can't spoil a baby. There's nothing you can do to spoil this baby. Because he don't even know what you're doing. He just loves what you do. And they love touch. And that's how you communicate for the first 6 months, is through your touch. Through your touch. When you go to pick him up, you come home from work and you're just kind of like, I've had it with that boss. Oh, hi, sweetheart. They can tell automatically. And they'll start crying or start crying. No, put me back down, Daddy. You ain't feeling me. You over there thinking about your boss. Just leave me alone for a minute. Go on out. Come on back a little bit later. They can feel. Haven't you seen some people walk in and they go, oh, you have such a cute baby. Let me hold your baby. And they pick the baby up and the baby starts screaming and hollering. Then you take the baby back and it stops. Wonder why. And they'll do it again and it stops. Because through their touch, they're either anxious and the baby's feeding off of it. They're stressed. The baby's feeding off of it. They feed off our stress. Just watch your baby throughout the day sometimes when you're just like, oh, but baby, it's okay. And they'll be like, go on, Mama. You stressing. I'll take that stuff somewhere else. Not here. So they feed off of you when you're really stressed out or tired or just, oh, I've had it. That's why the lady on the show said, the massage not only relaxes your baby, but it relaxes you as well. And the room did kind of calm down after everybody was kind of watching the baby, especially when the baby does this. I think that's so cute. That little baby's just doing this to itself. So, okay, so when you're going to start your massage, wherever you want to start on your baby, it's fine. Just leave the mouth to last. I always include the feet in there because I always like to do reflexology. And I teach this a lot to my mom, especially when the baby's a vaginal baby and they don't want to eat right off the bat because their jaws are sore, or if baby's having problems pooping and peeing, I've used the reflexology on their feet to kind of help get things started for them. So I like to include the feet. So when you do the feet, at the bottom of the heel is the gastrointestinal area. So if you massage that area, baby will go sometimes. Sometimes they'll feel their pants. So I tell my daddies, if you don't like doing the number 2s, massage this part, okay? All right, so if you don't like changing the number 2 diapers, you want to leave that for mom, then this would not be an area that you want to massage. Grandma too.
Grandma don't care.
Grandma don't care, okay. Upstroking, what you'll see is their little toes will curl in around it. This is really, he is just awesome. That little gaze looks that baby has right there, That's what you want to see. They're attentive, they're into it. He's centered, focused. He's in with grandma. They're matching up. So right now, if grandma kind of massaged him and grandma will probably in the next few minutes, they'd probably be asleep.
Yeah, that happens quite frequently.
Okay. Because they get in touch and in tune with each other. They get centered in tune with each other. And you'll find as your children get bigger and grow up and they go into toddler stage, there'll be certain things that you'll do, and then maybe you'll lay down on the couch or lay down on the floor, and the next thing you know, here's your toddler, and both of y'all are. Because they've been tuned into you. That's why I say the massage doesn't stop. Just because they're little, it goes on and on. And even us old folks. Now, I'm telling you why I'm teaching you this, because your children are going to be taking care of me in the nursing home. And I want them to come in there and say, hi, Grandma, and rub me. I don't want them coming in there kicking on me now. So that's why I teach massage, and I'm a big advocate of it, because I want them to rub me on out and on the glory, okay? And you would want them to do that too. Look at this baby. Now, that's some of the things that you'll see sometimes when you come in, and your baby's just kind of laying in the bed or whatever, or laying around. And sometimes you'll see them put their little foot up like that, and they'll be like, I'm ready for mom. You want a massage? You want me to massage? And they'll just kind of stretch out and just go right into it. Look at that. He's gone. He's asleep. There he is, yeah. So you want to do that. I like to start out with the feet, do the upstroking. I like to get the little toes in there too, okay? And then if this ringing, I've seen several of you doing it. If this ringing tends to be difficult for you, you can also do the efforage. And all I ask is that all your strokes just be nice and slow. None of this. Because if I was a baby, I'd be like, go on, just go on. Don't even rub. They love hypnotic, slow stroking. Can you see me? They love this. And so if the ringing part, you can't quite get it, then you can do the efforage. But always start at the hip and move down. And they love it nice and slow. Nice and slow and hypnotic. No, none of this. Like you know, rubbing the lotion in. No, just nice and slow. And it's always down strokes. And always get those feet in here. Nice and slow, okay? Same way the inside of the leg. Nice and slow. He's got it. You got it. You got it. You're doing good. Okay. Anytime you do one half of this leg, always get the other leg. Don't leave them hanging because I'm have them walking like this. Now see, I can see some of you coming into my office and getting the massage, and I go, okay. I rub this side. Okay, you're done. And you be going out. Well, this side is relaxed and this side's all tense. So they remember to rub both sides, okay? All right. Everybody pretty much got that stroke down. The belly, how'd you do on the stomach? I seen you practicing that. Did you pretty much get that down? What you're doing is on the left side, always think left side out. Right side is coming from the small intestines in to go out, okay? Okay, that pretty much concept in your head. So you're looking at the clock's in here. So think of 12 o'clock where the sternum is. Lots of times when your baby's first born, or even after they're getting into about 3-4 months, they might have a little thing that sticks out. That's their sternum. Don't play with that. It's cartilage. You can pop it off. Don't play with it. And sometimes it'll stick out, and sometimes it'll be real flat. Sometimes they'll have a hole and a dent in there. Well, that's 12 o'clock. So if you start there with your thinking about your clock and how the clock moves around, and you do the upside down I, okay? Yeah. Upside down I, and then your upside down L, and then your upside down U, and you're thinking about the clock. Just think 12 o'clock sternum, 6 o'clock bladder. That's where it ends up at. 12 o'clock sternum, 6 o'clock bladder. Okay? What you're doing is pushing it out. Okay? What you'll hear is, or you'll get a big pants full. Okay? You'll definitely get lots of pee, so you'll see the diaper change colors. That's wonderful about these diapers. These diapers are, we didn't have those. I'm excited about it. We didn't have these little stripes in there where they turn colors and let you know they're wet. We had the old cloth ones and the plastic pants. See, Mom remembers with me. So those are neat. Okay, so pretty much the gas release, if they got a lot of gas, if they're just real like colicky, this has really worked well with babies, okay? You can do the real reflex on their little tummy. And of course, they're going to move and, you know. And I've even done the I love you on older people. And it works wonders. So don't do it on grandma. You don't want her to go. Okay? And also the reflux on the feet is good too. If you're constipated, it helps get things going for you. Okay? And that's something you can remember for yourself. All right? Chest area. Always leave that mother hand laying there, letting them know you're there. And just do the downstroking. Okay? It's pretty simple. The arms, the same way. Always keep oil away from the hands because you know babies, every baby, they want to go right there. Everything goes to their mouth every time. So I don't even put any oil on their hands. But it doesn't hurt sometimes, just kind of massage them. Play with their little fingers. Okay? Alright, everybody pretty good? Feeling pretty good with the strokes? Okay with the strokes? Okay? Okay. With their face area, the facial area, and their head. Lots of times, a lot of babies don't like for you to fool with their head, but you can do what you call the spider claw on their head and just kind of rub it. Yeah.
He says, I want you guys to leave me alone so I can sleep. Yes.
Okay. And then when you do the face, and you're going to do the face, make sure you watch your nails, but you're going to go underneath the eye, up and around the ear, and down. And what you'll see them do is a big swallow. Very good to help clear the sinus areas. If your baby's real congested and got a lot of mucus. So you're doing it underneath the eye, around the ear, and down. Okay.
That's for congestion?
You can use it for that.